Good morning, Kitchen Witches. This is your tarot and menu inspiration for the day. I'm Chef Lisa, editor-in-chief of A Chef's Grimoire magazine, and we're going to pull one card. That is going to be everything we need to know for the day, right? Love that. So, at the magazine, that is exactly what we do. We pull tarot cards. We have the cards with their symbolism and their personalities tell us what they want for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And snacks too. And then we put all of that in the magazine. So the magazine is full of that, the recipes, the getting to know the card, interviews with the cards, games that we play, or questionnaires that we do. And then we also encompass all the moons, right? So the full moons and new moons especially. And the wheel of the year, whatever time of year this magazine is due to come out. We focus on the 3 months from that release to the next release of the wheel of the year and give recipes for all of that too. So if it's something you're interested in, please check out achefsgrimoire.com. And what is the card of the day? The Ace of Cups. I love it. Aces are little gifts from the universe. And you'll see that because even if you don't know and have never seen a tarot card before, you're looking at this card, you're seeing the cup overfloweth, right? You see a hand that the cup is on, but it's coming out of a cloud. And you can't see the bearer of the hand because they're not there. It's a disembodied hand, just coming out of the clouds, giving you a golden cup that is running over with joy, right? So it's a gift from the universe. If you have had nothing but woe is me's the last, 4 weeks, and then you get this card, 'tis time to turn it all around. And the universe is telling you that. And the universe is giving you a little joy. So maybe it'll be, in the middle of a sobbing moment, you look up and you see a rainbow. Beautiful, right? Or, it could be a host of all different things. Whatever brings you joy, the universe is going to bring it to you today. Maybe your funds have been disappearing, and all of a sudden you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, or that got lost in transit and it arrives today. Yeah, so that is little moments of joy, moments of bringing ourselves out of a depression state, or even just a state where we're just going through the motions, right? We're just getting it done to get it done, but there's no feeling involved. It's very monochrome. It's very, it's just very flatline. And there's something needs to be sparked because it's not sustainable to continue life in a flat line. You have to have joy. You have to have a little sorrow. But, the flat line is fine for a while, but let's get out of it. And the Ace of Cups will do that for you today. So look at all around you. Your inspiration of this card for the day is to look around you and find little nuggets of joy. Whatever that is for you. Whatever that is for you. Because you need to move yourself away from the stagnant states that we get into. And I know it's tough, but it is summer. So we have a lot more outdoor time, even if you're just thinking about that, right? That it's not getting pitch black outside at 4 p.m., right? So, I'm in summer now. When you're watching this, it could be dead winter. And if that's the case, then maybe you want to, if you can, light a little bonfire or a candle, right? The candle glow always makes me feel a little better, right? In dark, really, cold seasons. So maybe you light a few candles, right? If you can. or the electric ones. You can turn those on too. So yeah, your job today is to find joy. Find it and relish in it, even if it's for half a second, because it's important. It's important to everything, right? Especially our heart, which is what cups are all about. It's our heart emotions, right? It's the element of water. Water flows through everything, just like our feelings. So, you know, it's very hard to keep anything away from the water. The water will find it, and our emotions will find it. So what are you seeking? Are you seeking flatline, get it done? Are you seeking a little joy in every moment? Or are you seeking, you know, a life where there's always complaints, because maybe you've made that into who you are? You're the one who points out things that are wrong, whether it be with you or with someone else. If that's true, then maybe you need to find a little joy. Maybe you need to say, great job today, to someone else or to yourself, right? Recognize potential when it's there, because we all have it, and we all should be acknowledged for it. So, Ace of Cups. Let's bring that into the kitchen and make some amazing meals. I'm thinking happiness in a bowl. So, what makes people more happy than cereal and milk? And that is exactly what breakfast is. Nothing fancy. It's actually what major chefs go home and have after they've cooked an elaborate meal, because they don't want to cook anymore. So cereal and milk is a go-to for a really, you know, established and just a chef who keeps cooking all day long, right? So cereal and milk, whatever cereal turns you on, whatever milk you can have, right? Maybe it's oat milk is very popular now. I prefer my cow milk, and my cereals. Sometimes I even do just granola and cream, which is another thing you can do, right? It doesn't have to be cereal. Do granola. Nice, right? A little more satiating, a little more, fills you up a little longer. So moving on to lunch, we have a lemon herb chicken that has sweet potato fries, and it's on a, it's in a bowl, right? So we're going to serve it in a bowl. That's the topping, the chicken, the sweet potato fries, roasted Brussels sprouts. And then you're going to make farro. Farro is an ancient grain. It is not highly used, and I don't know why, because it's delicious. It's similar in texture to a wheat berry or barley, right? Barley is a little more soft. Farro has an al dente to it, and it has a little bit of a crunch, kind of, right? But it's delectable, and it should be used more. Now, if you know you're going to do this for lunch, may I suggest that you soak your farro overnight? And that it requires no work on your part. You just have to have the forethought. So you're going to, and it'll make you happy the next day that you did it. You're going to take your farro and you're going to put it into a mason jar or any jar, as much as you're going to use for the recipe. And you're going to fill it, the jar, at least twice the amount of water to drain. And just pop it in the fridge. Let it soak overnight. If you want to, you could leave it on the counter, fine. But the next day, the bran has broken down a little bit, and it starts to accept the liquid inside, making it cook in less time. But also, all the nutrients now will be brought out into the dish, where if the bran is a hard shell, sometimes it doesn't give you the nutrients as fully as it could if it had been soaked. So that's it. Just water, just grain, no salt, no nothing else, right? Put it in a mason jar on the counter or in the fridge, your choice, overnight, 8 hours at least. And then drain it off and use it in the recipe. So making now farro is as simple as making rice. You're going to put it into the pot. You're going to add fresh water or chicken stock, which is more healthy, right? You're getting the, and bone broth would even be better. Cook it in the bone broth. And then you season that, right, with salt. That's when you season. Once it's al dente, which is usually about 25-30 minutes, right? It comes to a boil, goes back down to a simmer, cover the pot. 30 minutes later, you should have farro. And you'll know because you'll taste it. And when you taste it, it will be al dente. And that's exactly how it should be. Okay, that's the first layer in the bowl. Then your sweet potato fries, however you want to do them. If you're buying the ones that are frozen in your air fryer, terrific. If you're doing them from scratch, I do steak fries. I cut them, I don't even peel them. Olive oil, sea salt into the 400-degree oven for maybe 20 minutes. So, but with your farro working, your potatoes are working. And then they come out and they're, you know, if you want to brush them with a little maple syrup so that they really get a golden brown while in the oven, nice. Plus, you have a little sweetness on the potato. Excuse me. Next, we're going to roast our Brussels sprouts. Again, salt, pepper, olive oil, throw them in with the potatoes. So now 3 things are working at the same time. This is like high-end chef stuff. Now you're going to be in a pan getting your chicken done. So chicken tenders work in a pinch for this, right? And they take no time to cook. So you're going to pan sear them with a little olive oil, right? Season them up just like you did the potato and the Brussels. And fry them in the pan. And then have lemon juice ready, lemon zest, a little more of that bone broth, and you're going to make a little bit of a glaze, right? So after the chicken comes out, you're going to add the lemon juice, the lemon zest, and the chicken bone broth. And then boil that until when you pull the spatula through, it separates, and it's like separating of the sea, right? Where you can walk little things through it to the bottom of the pan, but the liquid still stays off to the sides for about, you know, a second or two, right? You're at a glaze stage. Add the chicken back in, get it coated, add a handful of parsley if you wish, and that's ready for the top of the bowl. So everything's now coming out at the same time, and it's all warm, right? Put your farro in the bowl, put your sweet potatoes in the bowl, put your Brussels in the bowl, and make it beautiful. Chicken on top, pour the sauce, right? If you want to, you can also quickly do like a little yogurt drizzle. So that would be lemon juice and yogurt. You can add a shaved garlic clove, which is nice. And then that could be drizzled over the top too. Lunch. Happy, right? Makes you happy. Moving on to dinner. I'm thinking butter chicken, which I don't know about you, but that totally makes me happy. If it's done right, it is a delectable meal. It's an Indian dish. It's called butter chicken because there's butter in it and there's chicken in it. And not for nothing, there's a whole bunch of spices. There's whole plum tomatoes that are crushed up. There's tomato paste. There's onions, garlic, ginger. It's just a party in your mouth. It's delicious. So get your butter chicken going. If, again, you have forethought, get everything prepped the night before when you're ready to soak your grains. And in the morning, throw it in the crock pot. Lovely, right? It'll be done by the time you get home if it's a work day. So butter chicken, done. Get a recipe online because it's a delectable meal and all of them are pretty good. You're going to make a jeera rice. So jeera is basically cumin. I think it's the translation of what English call cumin. Cumin rice. And that you want the long basmati. So any basmati will work. I like the extended long ones. It's extra long or something, basmati. And it's just so good. And it makes the whole house smell delicious. Hopefully you like cumin, right? Because it's going to be full flavored of that. If not, just make a regular basmati rice. Fine. But jeera rice, again, look up the recipe. It's super easy to do and it's delectable and goes perfect with the dish. You are going to make a Campachar salad, which is an Indian salad, very similar to a Mediterranean shepherd salad. It's got a little tomato in there. Everything's cubed up very fine. Cucumber, red onion. You can add bell pepper if you wish. And all it is a little olive oil and lime juice. That's it. You can maybe throw in a few spices if you want to, like a Kashmiri chili powder is nice, but that's going to make it spicy. So we're going to do all of this similar to what we did at lunch because we're going to put it in a bowl. So you've got your jeera rice at the bottom. You've got the butter chicken over the top and a little room for the Campachar salad on the side. And if you think about it, just like with lunch, you're going to make a cucumber rata. Chop up your cucumber really fine, a little shaved garlic, some yogurt, mix it all together, and that can be drizzled over the top or served just on the side. Now, I decided not to make naan because you have the grains, right? You have the jeera rice. But if you wish, toasted naan is really nice with that meal. So there you go, happiness in a bowl. I hope all of these recipes make you happy because they make me happy. And that is compliments of the Ace of Cups, your little joy for the day, right? A reminder of joy from the universe. And the universe also wants to remind you, please nourish yourself, nourish all those around you with your kitchen magic. See you tomorrow.